All right, so I don't know if you can see that. Yep, I can see my breath. It's like 30 degrees, so it's kind of odd to be talking about heat issues. But if you've ever rode if you've ever rode a Harley, especially one like my old one where it was a fully built bike, you know that right where your leg comes down, right here, gets really, really hot. And that's because you have this rear cylinder, you know, just cooks your leg. So, especially in traffic. So Harley does sell a product to help remedy that situation, called a mid-frame air deflector, which, put my light on this side, basically is a piece of plastic that fills in this area right here. It helps to give a barrier from your leg and the engine, as well as some of the air that comes in here. It'll direct it back in onto that cylinder to help cool it down a little bit. But Harley wants Harley prices for everything. You know, you got that Harley tax. So, continuing the cheap shit I bought on Amazon series here, I bought some mid-frame air deflectors. These guys were like 25 bucks. Obviously they're the same vivid black that the bike is. Came with what appears to be all the hardware. That's to be determined. Got some washers, some bolts, and some little hex nut guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what it takes to actually put these on the bike. Much like the last video where I put the hand guards here on, I'm going to stick one on and then I'll show you what I did and show you how to do it on the other side. So give me just a second here and I'll be right back.
1 hour later.
Alright, so I got one side on. I'm not going to show it to you yet, but I will show you how to put the other side on and then I'll show you the final product. So as far as tools go, it really doesn't get much more basic. You need a 10mm wrench. The other thing you're going to need is something to pull a clip out. I use these pliers, needle nose pliers. They work just fine. And that's it. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down here and you have your two spark plug wires. Okay. And right up here, there's actually a threaded hole right where my finger is. It's really close to that wire. So what we got to do, we got to get a hold of that guy and pull him out. Simple as that. You can cut that off if you want. I didn't. I just left it. So we're going to stick that back out of the way for a second. And then what you want to do is you want to grab this little weird little nut looking thing. Okay? It looks kind of awkward. But down here, right here, there's a little hexagon hole that this guy slips right into like that. So it's pretty easy so far, right? Now we're going to take one of our bolts and washers here, and we take our air deflector, and really all you got to do here is just take this guy. Actually, we're going to do the bottom one first because there's actually two holes at the top, so if you do the bottom one, it makes the top one easier to line up. So we're just going to take this, stick it in there, and one-handed, it's kind of difficult, but you want to just get the, there it goes, there we go. Just get it started so that way it just kind of, it's on there. It's not coming off, but it's not actually in place yet. And then we'll take our other one of these, and we're going to slide it up in here, and it looks like it's going to line up with the bottom hole. I'm probably wrong, but I know there's not much you can see here. So we're going to take, yeah, right there. And then we're just going to thread that one on there as much as we can. So you can see there's not a whole lot of room to work here. I can't really get you a good angle, but you want to tighten that up as much as you can by hand so that way you're not having to work in there with the wrench quite as much. We'll do the same thing at the bottom. And then we're going to take our handy dandy 10mm wrench. Hopefully you haven't lost yours yet. If you haven't, you're good. If you have, we'll buy you another one. And then you can lose it too. This one will probably be lost after this job. So we're going to snug these guys up pretty good. Not too tight because you don't want to break the plastic. And then the same thing, we got to come up in here. And let's see if we can get you an angle on it. Actually, that makes it easier for me because then I can see it because I can't see it otherwise. We're just going to tighten this guy on down. Now, a couple more snugs there. If you recall that that plug wire that we have here that's now just loose, well, on the back of this guy there's a little clip. You can slide them in that little clip. So now that is back held in place. And that's all there is to it. Takes about 5 minutes to do. It took me longer to make this video. So there you go. Mid-frame air deflectors in place. Other side is on. The color match is pretty much like the lower fairings I put on there. Matches pretty damn good. So yeah. So now we got the lowers, mid-frames, hand guards, turn signals, CarPlay, new speakers. I wonder what else I can put on this bike without voiding too much of my warranty. That's my big thing right now, is I don't want to lose all of my warranty. But yeah, I'm ready to go for a ride. Although it's a little cold outside right now, 37 degrees. I might still get it out. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, don't do like me. Stay warm. Stay out of this cold. And I'll see you in the next video.